Hello, this is GAMBIA24 with me, Sohna Tunkara. Let's look at our news bulletin. Vendors grieve over short supply of fish due to COVID-19 restrictions. Gambia has recorded 18 new cases with no new death in 1 week. COVID-19 slows down Bureau de Change businesses. These and more coming up on GAMBIA24. Stay tuned. Welcome back and many thanks for joining us. Now on to our first story. Gambian food markets have seen a short supply of fish in recent months after COVID-19 restrictions imposed by the government blocked major fish suppliers. Senegalese fishermen have not been able to supply fish to major market after the government shut down new borders among measures to halt the spread of COVID-19. Ndaisisi has more in this report.
Fish vendors at Latrikunda Market have expressed concerns over the shortage of fish resulting from border closures and the ban on foreign fishermen from crossing into the Gambia. With small wooden boats, the under-resourced Gambian fishermen are unable to meet the daily demand for fish, a major source of protein. As a result, vendors like Fatou Senghor said they want the government to lift the sea border closure to allow Senegalese fishermen to resume supply in larger quantities.
The government should allow the Senegalese fishermen to go out to sea. All this hardship we are facing today is due to the departure of the Senegalese fishing boats from the Gambia. Most Gambian youth are not engaged in these activities, so let the government allow the Senegalese fishing boats out to sea. If only there are enough fishing boats, then this shortage and increase in the price of fish would not have happened today.
The short supply of fish has resulted in a rapid increase in prices from $700 to between $1,800 and $2,800. This vendor said she and her fellow fish vendors are facing difficult times.
The price for a pound of fish currently is $2,800 or sometimes $1,800. This is the first time in which a pound of fish has soared to such an amount in the Gambia. Previously, the price used to be $500, $600 or $700. We have never bought a pound of fish for more than $1,000. This is the first time, and we realize that this difficulty is due to the banning of Senegalese fishing boats into the Gambia. The few boats at the rivers cannot serve the whole country. This is the difficulty we are facing right now.
Without trawlers to fish at an industrial scale, the Gambia's fisheries sub-sector is also affected by poor management capacity at various levels. The country also lacks the capacity to tackle illegal fishing, especially of unlicensed foreign vessels, gradually depleting the country's fish stock and making it difficult for artisanal fishermen to make enough catches. For iAfrica TV, Ndeye Cisse.
Vendors grieve over short supply of fish due to COVID-19 restrictions in the report by Ndeye Cisse. Now, many families in the Gambia depend on remittance sent by relatives abroad. But with COVID-19 affecting businesses worldwide, many transfer operators in the Gambia have seen their business slowed down in recent months. More in this report by Ibrahim Sonko.
Demba Kande, a Brother Sons owner in Latrikunda Sabiji, said he is worried as his business is crumbling due to a lack of customers.
We are suffering this moment because we are having a lot of customers before this COVID-19. But right now, customers which are coming, they are very small. You know, as you can see, currents are not coming. So we used to buy currents and sell. But right now, currents are not coming. If you used to buy 10,000, you cannot even get 1,000 right now.
As of 2019, more than 122,000 households in the Gambia were receiving remittances on a monthly basis, according to data from the Gambia Bureau of Statistics. However, the pandemic may have limited the capacity of Gambians in the diaspora to send money home, according to Babkar Sabali, a money transfer operator.
Honest with you, COVID-19 has definitely slowed down business at all, because I observed so many things since this COVID-19 has entered during this short period of time from February 2020 up till this at this present moment. Definitely there's a big slowdown of our business, I can say, because normally, you know, the way we receive customers, you know, before and now is actually quite different before this COVID-19. But since this COVID-19 has come into this world, definitely it has really come down.
Due to the pandemic and shutdowns, global remittances are projected to decline sharply by 20% in 2020, with remittances to sub-Saharan Africa seeing a small decline of 0.5%, according to the World Bank. Sabali thinks COVID-19 restrictions on people's movements have also contributed significantly to the slowing down of businesses.
For sure, yeah, it affects my basic needs, definitely, because even our movements, people's movement is definitely slow. And if you see business is moving, it's because of the movement of the people. That's how business moves. But if people are moving, automatically business cannot move.
The COVID-19 pandemic is crippling the economies of rich and poor countries alike. Yet for many low-income and fragile states, the economic shock will be magnified by the loss of remittances, money sent home by migrant and guest workers employed in foreign countries. Reporting for iAfrica TV, I am Ibrahim Sonko.
The idea to launch a single sub-regional currency for the Economic Committee of West African States has faced a lot of setbacks, with countries failing to meet convergence criteria, but also controversy as English-speaking ECOWAS members criticized plans in January by French-speaking member states to change the CFA Francais name to ECO. Our Makalo has more in this report.
Leaders of the sub-regional economic bloc, ECOWAS, have postponed the launch of the single currency, the ECO that was scheduled to be in circulation this year. Member states agreed to push the launch at an unspecified later date when leaders met in Niger for the 57th Ordinary Session on Monday. Last year, the 15 heads of state and government of the Economic Committee of West African States agreed to launch the new currency in January 2020. Several West African countries, including the Gambia, are struggling to meet the very criteria they set for themselves before the single currency enters the sub-region's financial markets. Based on this, the authority of ECOWAS heads of states have exempted member states from meeting the macroeconomic convergence criteria in 2020. They have also decided to conclude a new pact of convergence and macroeconomic stability between the member states and to maintain a gradual approach for the launch of the ECO. For iAfrica TV, Awa Makalo.
From that report by our Makalo, now on to our latest COVID-19 update. The Gambia has not recorded a single COVID-19 related death since 3rd September, when 2 deaths were reported. 99 people have died from the virus since March 2020, after the first death was reported of a visiting Bangladeshi cleric. 18 new cases were registered on Wednesday. taking the total number of confirmed COVID-19 cases in the Gambia to 2,293. With 36 new recoveries from the virus, the country currently has 1,460 people who have recovered from the disease so far, according to data from the Ministry of Health. There are currently 1,734 active cases and 122 people are currently in quarantine. Well, with that, viewers, brings this edition of Gambia24 to an end. Please do join my colleague Ibrahim Agay with the news in Wolof shortly. Goodbye for now.